Hi, my name is Jesper Latjans Rabel and I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager with Microsoft Dynamics NAV. I work here at the Microsoft Development Center in Copenhagen, and some of the fun tasks that we get to do is to look into how customers are actually using our product. And sometimes we see scenarios where, well, using a mouse and a keyboard might not be the right way to interact with a system like Microsoft Dynamics NAV. So in order to get into the scenario, I'm dressed like a bike assembly guy, and what I will do now is to show how we have created a scenario around assembling bikes. Why is it not relevant to use keyboard and mouse? Well, because I might have gloves on or dirty hands or something like that. And why don't I try to sign into Microsoft Dynamics NAV using the Windows Kinect? And in order to do that, I simply have to face the Kinect sensor, and via facial recognition, it will understand who I am and sign me into the system. So what I see now is my role sensor, if you will, my overview of the day today. I can see what time we have, but I can also see that I have 8 pending orders that I need to start working with. I can see we have 152 items in the expedition warehouse, but also that even though it's late in the day, I've only punched in 3 hours and 30 minutes right now. So rather than me doing all the talking, why don't we get cranking? So what I'll do is I'll look into my pending orders, and I can do that by simply moving up my hand. And here we have all the orders that I need to finish. I can go ahead and take the first one, the touring bike. And not only do I know what bike to assemble, but I also see a picture of the bike as it will look when I'm hopefully done at one point in time. Now I can also see the components that is a part of this bike, and I can see that in front of the pedals there's a little exclamation mark. And I need to look into, literally, what is behind that exclamation mark. So if I go closer to the Kinect sensor, I can see that I need 2 pedals, but I only have 1 in stock. As I move out, again, I can see that my pedal, of course, still have that little exclamation mark, but I can go ahead and go into the bill of material to see if we have any substitution items inside Microsoft Dynamics NAV. And using the Kinect, I select the pedal, and I can see that I have 3 substitution items, and I'll just go ahead and pick one of these 3. What I'm doing right now is that I'm basically updating my bill of material inside Microsoft Dynamics NAV with the pedal called Bell Small. Now let me get back into my production order here. I can see that my components list has been updated. There's no little red marks or yellow marks. I can see that I can either order by assembly, meaning when do I need what part, or I can look at the list in order of my pick order when I'm going into my warehouse to figure out what bits and pieces are needed. And I can go ahead, of course, and print the pick list. Now, of course, I also have access to the manual on how to create the bike, but I'm very skilled in assembling bikes at this point in time. So while you looked away or blinked for a second there, I actually assembled the bike. So I will go ahead and click Finalize right here. When I click Finalize, I am being told where to put the bike, at the expedition warehouse and at what location. I can print the label for the bike, which includes a serial number so that we have all the paperwork in place. Also, I can now book time here. I only spent 15 minutes creating this bike. I can go ahead and simply book the hours. And you can see now we have 15 minutes booked on this particular bike. So I'll go ahead and finish the bike. And what's going on right now is that we are basically updating our inventory, updating our warehouse, and updating all the relevant places inside Microsoft Dynamics NAV. And once this is done, I'm being taken back into the list of orders that I need to continue with in order to do my work. So we hope that you have seen this as a fun little experiment into how you can also interact with Microsoft Dynamics NAV and see Microsoft Dynamics NAV as a business solution for Microsoft. Thank you.